Hey, this is Steve. I'm just showing this vintage Gibson 70s amp. It is missing the Gibson logo, but boy, these book out vintage guitar price guide, $350, $375. This is a giveaway for $100 and a half. I'm using it with a DS1 distortion pedal, which is like mint condition. Seems to work really nice with this amp. If you want the pedal, $30 you can have it, but I don't care if you buy the pedal with it or not. But also, I'm using a made in Korea older Epiphone. Boy, these are nice if you can find them. These kick ass like on a newer Sheraton or even like a made in Korea Sheraton. These just have an acoustic property. You can even play it unplugged. You can just hear the way it rings out with a really rich, balanced tone. These are really nice guitars if you can find one. This one's super clean, $400. A lot of value with the hard case. So this one's probably near mint. And like I said, you can play them unplugged. They just have the most beautiful tone. I think they borrowed some components from like the 61 335s. And they use really good, wood on the center block. Some of these have the outer layer looks different, but then inside, I know some of them have like mahogany, but they just really sound good. This is a lot of guitar for $400 with the hard case. But anyway, that's what I'm using. But anyway, let me just give you a little demo here. I'm starting off with the phase shifter on about 3. Let me get just a little bit more volume here. Recognize that little had a flavor of the inner mounting flame. John McLaughlin. Really nice sounding phase shifter. I think the phase shifter alone's worth $1.50 because it just has that vintage sound that reminds me, and components were different, 30 years ago. They were more organic sounding, and that's why the old pedals sound good. It's older, components, and I'm not an expert on that, but I can hear it. It's a very organic sounding phase shifter. It just has a growl and organic, and of course the amp helps that as well, because I think all the parts were better 30 years ago. But anyway, really nice sound. That's obviously with a little of the distortion pedal kicked in. But yeah, this is a really, really cool amp. It kind of reminds me of some of the tone that I used to hear in some of the old Steely Dan records. There's something about solid state, that whole rap, solid state versus tube. It's not black and white. There's a certain quickness, a certain cleanness, a certain fastness, certain fast quality to the tone with solid state that you don't get with tubes. I like tubes, but they can get a little syrupy and buttery, and you lose definition. So I like them both. I think it's not a black and white issue, but I can tell you this, man, this amp for $1.50 is an absolute steal. I'm giving it away, but I'm part owner of a studio with a couple other people. We take things in on trade sometime for a little bit of studio time, and we actually have used this in the studio, and it really records well. That sometimes microphones pick up a tone that you don't hear with the naked ear. And it's a really cool little amp. It might just need a foot switch to get the reverb going, or you can buy reverb units dirt cheap. But anyway, $1.50, it's a really, really cool little amp. And like I said, it works real well. If you want this distortion pedal, you can have it for another $30. But there's just a really nice tone you get. I'm going to keep this demo a little bit on the short side. But that reminds me of Intermounting Flying with John McLaughlin. What's cool about this amp, even without, I'm not playing with a ton of volume right now, but it just sounds really good. It's just got a certain magic to it. I mean, this amp totally kicks butt on any of the newer Fender stuff, like the, I forget what they call them, you know, the whole Frontman series, even the big one with the 212s and 100 watts, because you got old parts. Just like old guitar pickups sound great. Old parts sound better. I mean, there was less pollution in the air and the water, and it's really a cool sounding amp. I'll actually miss it a little bit, but I've got way too much stuff that needs to go. So if you're interested, you can call me 714-548-0385. All right, take care. Steve, 714-548-0385. I'm going to turn it down just for a second here. All right, so that's Steve. If you're interested in the app, or if you'd like a really good 335, come by and play this guitar. I'm not going to pressure you to buy it, but I know my guitars. I'm 58. I've been in the guitar business for a long, long time, and I'll tell you, man, this is the best guitar for the money you can find out there. You know, if I tell you I think it sounds better than newer Gibsons, you'll think I'm crazy, right? Or I'm just trying to sell it to you. But I'll tell you, man, the old stuff always sounds better. You know, I mean, there are some good newer 335 Gibson stuff, but I mean, Gibson. They have a lot of problems. They've been sued by the government for hundreds of millions of dollars for importation of the wrong of wood, and they have like 300 million plus in debt. I don't know the exact figures, but I like the older vintage Gibson stuff. But I don't know. You're paying so much nowadays for the brand name when you buy the big boy stuff. But these older Epiphone made in Korea 335s are really sweet. So anyway, if you're interested in the guitar, I also carry lots of guitars. I carry the Lore LH 300s, which is a solid carved spruce top arch top that sounds unreal for $449. Like that guitar right there. I carry the LH 350, which is an arch top that has a cutaway and a floating pickup with a solid carved spruce top, violin voice, just like the LH 300. Those are like around $6 something, or no, they list for $799. I think I do those for $599. Really nice guitar. And I've always got, you know, some used guitars. I'm a jazz guitar arch top freak, so I always have a lot of jazz guitars. Got a nice Oscar Spin over there for like, you know, $300. Nice L5 arch top. I carry the Recording Kings. I got the nice ROS-06 slot head, solid spruce top, 000 size, 12 fret, you know, slot heads. Those are really nice. Unbelievable tone for $259. But I mean, you know, if you'd like, I sell all solid Dreadnought guitars for $349. Recording King and the Lore just makes excellent guitars. In fact, if you want to go to thelore.com, hit what's new, scroll down to LH350. That's actually me doing the demo on an LH350, which is that guitar right there. I'm doing the demo on thelore.com. I have a great relationship with the Music Link. But seriously, folks, the Music Link is an awesome company. It is the only company I know of that offers just tremendous value for your money. You got to realize all these big boys spend hundreds of millions of dollars on advertising and promotion, building what they call brand equity. Guess who pays for it, you know? They're just brainwashing people that you got to spend a lot of money to get a great guitar. It's just not true anymore. So unbrainwash yourself. Give me a call. Come over, try a guitar. Anyway, if you're interested in the amp, give me a call, 714-548-0385. Take care. Let's all keep the positive faith, all right? The universe is unfolding in time, not unraveling. But we need to stay positive. Take care.